My name is Rachel Monroe. I'm 42, divorced, and living alone in a quiet neighborhood on the edge of Boulder, Colorado. For the past 3 years, life has been steady but uneventful. I work from home as a freelance editor, spending most days in pajamas with my cat, Olive, and a mug of coffee that's rarely warm by the time I finish it. My marriage to David ended peacefully. No drama, no betrayal, just distance. We slowly drifted apart until we couldn't even remember how to reach each other. Since then, the silence of my home has felt a little too loud. It was a rainy Thursday in October when something shifted. I hadn't eaten all day and found myself scrolling through food delivery apps, craving something warm. I ordered Alfredo pasta from a local spot called Luigi's Table and wrapped myself in a blanket to wait. About 30 minutes later, the doorbell rang. When I opened it, a young man, no older than 18, stood on the porch in a red raincoat, soaked but smiling. "Delivery for Rachel?" he asked. "That's me," I said, taking the food. "You must be freezing," he laughed. "You get used to it." I tried handing him a tip, but he waved it off. "Stay dry. Enjoy your dinner." There was something unexpectedly kind in his voice, nothing rehearsed. It stuck with me even after I shut the door. The following week, on another gray evening, I ordered the same pasta. To my quiet delight, the same delivery guy arrived. "Back again?" he said with a grin. "What can I say? I'm loyal to carbs." That night, I offered him a cup of tea. He hesitated, but accepted. We chatted briefly about the weather, his shift, and how Alfredo was the best on the menu. His name was Caleb Jennings. He had just turned 18 and was saving for community college. He lived with his mom and younger sister and worked most evenings to help out. Over the next few weeks, my pasta cravings became more frequent. Caleb often ended up at my door. Our small chats turned into porch conversations. Sometimes I'd make him tea or offer a snack. It felt easy, light. One night, I noticed he looked exhausted. "Everything okay?" I asked. "My bike chain broke halfway through the shift," he said. "Been walking most of the way." I invited him in to warm up. He hesitated, then nodded. I handed him a towel, and we talked at the kitchen table for over an hour. He told me about his dreams of studying computer science, how he wanted to design apps one day. I told him about my old dream of becoming a novelist, and how editing other people's stories sometimes made mine feel unfinished. After that night, Caleb occasionally stopped by even when he wasn't working. He'd bring coffee or help carry groceries. He once fixed a leaky faucet without me asking. It never felt strange or inappropriate, just genuine kindness. I'd be lying if I said I didn't think about how it looked. A 42-year-old woman spending time with a teenager. But it never felt wrong. He wasn't just the delivery guy anymore. He was a friend, a good one. One Saturday, I was struggling to assemble a bookshelf when Caleb came by to return a book. "Please tell me you know how to read IKEA instructions," I begged. We spent the afternoon building it together, surrounded by tools, laughter, and takeout pizza. That night, we sat on the floor talking about everything: movies, childhood memories, dreams we hadn't told anyone else. I hadn't laughed like that in years. Caleb's visits became something I looked forward to. I began writing again, just small things, for myself. Short stories, journal entries. It felt like parts of me were waking up after a long sleep. One evening, we sat in the backyard, watching the sun dip below the trees. Out of nowhere, he said, You've become my safe place. I looked at him, surprised. With you, I can just be me, he said, not the guy keeping everything together all the time. His honesty caught me off guard. I smiled. You've done the same for me. Eventually, he got a scholarship to a local college. I was so proud. We celebrated with cake and pizza. He promised he'd still visit between classes, and he did. Looking back, I didn't realize how much I needed someone like Caleb. He didn't rescue me. He didn't come into my life with a grand gesture. He just showed up with warmth, sincerity, and a kindness that changed everything.